Hello and welcome again by your favorite villain Asylum, and I'm here to cast the rematch I just had with Asylum, me myself, the amazing orc of course, versus Jin, the guy from Singapore. We're both top 10 players at this point. I'm gonna pause it down for just a second for you guys. And this game has some history because the last game I uploaded with me versus Jin was a bit of a bash. I won the game quite easily, and that's also a bit because orc is very strong, especially on this map. And Jin was a bit unlucky, and this game is way better, way closer and way longer, so that's the reason why I'm gonna cast this game for you today. On the right side we have the amazing Dutch villain orc, super charming guy, super intelligent, super sexy, he has it all. At least that's what I heard. It's Asylum. Asylum is going for the Tanza Bomb, Shooter Boys, the Scrap and the Killer Can Rocket of course, cause it's amazingly strong. Meanwhile we have Jin going for the Dared Not Command, the Improved Listening Post and the Emperor of Ukraine. So let's get this party started. We have Jin rocketed out with 3 servitors for now. Asylum going for 2 Gretchens, 2 boys. A fast Rex being added to protect the generator here, I'm gonna assume, for Jin. Asylum as usual hiding his Watt Tower under a fog to make it extra annoying to try and destroy it. Meanwhile, Yin going for 1 tactical marine squad and 1 assault marine squad.
Point captured. May this fuel our victory.
The Watt Tower is almost complete. It's gonna be a power generator added over here. Same for now Jin is actually going for the requisition.
A weak enemy force has engaged us. Look eastward.
This servitor is in trouble. He's completely surrounded and he's gonna die. First blood. Meanwhile, second one got caught here as well. The boys are going for it. There comes the drop pod. What will it be? It's gonna be the tactical marine squad.
A shield generator endures an attack.
It's gonna find the Watt Tower over here. Another servitor died. Meanwhile, some harassment on the requisition generator for Asylum over here. The boys meet the tactical marine squad over here. And there comes the assault marine squad to do some more damage. Scraps being dropped. An extra grenade will be added because of the scrap there for the shooter boys. And Jin might actually lose his tactical marine squad here. He's heading on back for now. No, it seems like... oh wait. This moment guys, this is the question for the game. Will this Watt Tower be destroyed or not? It's gonna be huge. If it does, it's gonna hurt a lot. So let's put on some music, drum ruffles. And it will not. The grenade saved him at 13 HP at that point. So very unlucky for Jin. And is he gonna lose his second squad as well? And yeah, it appears to be the case. And also the second squad of Jin just went to waste. And I know what you guys are thinking at this point. Is Asylum really that egomaniacal that he's actually uploading another iBest Jin replay? And I promise you guys, this game is better than that. I just had a way better start than Jin. But there's gonna be some good Space Marine plays as well, I promise you. So don't stop watching just yet. Stuff will happen. Meanwhile, Asylum going for the shield generator. This point is actually capped. He's actually building power on it now.
A servitor is en route.
The second Watt Tower being destroyed. That sucks for Asylum. And if this is gonna go down as well, then he just got 2 free Watt Towers. So that's a good trade for him. It got him a bit back into the game. Some generators here. There's no army around to stop this. The army's here. Yeah, they're coming now, but they're a bit stuck.
Scout Marine Squad deployed.
There comes the shooter boys though. The grenade just missed, unfortunately, for Asylum.
We are battling a weak enemy force.
It should be cleared up now. Yeah. Meanwhile, the servitor here checking out if there's a listening outpost here, so he knows it for future harassment on running soon. Some scouts being annoying here. Meanwhile, the submarine squad got this point back, so he's gonna slowly get a better economy out of that. The storm boys are being dropped here, just in case there was a drop pod coming. You don't want that.
The enemy is stealing a point.
Power generator juiced up.
Awa being utilized over here.
Power generator is getting hit.
Meanwhile, some constant harassment with the submarines, of course. That's the... I was gonna say Asylum should get scratched over here.
Small fight with the enemy.
There's some harassment of the economy going on around here, but I think the storm boys should be just in time to finish this off. And that's all fine. Meanwhile, Asylum going for shield generator. There doesn't appear to be a lot Jin can do about it at this point. He is, however, gonna drop the kill team now, and that should help him out a lot. Especially because of the shield, the range doesn't really do a lot there. So it's gonna be just the boys bashing in on the kill team. Yeah, the grenades aren't gonna do anything here, it's no use. Meanwhile, some harassment here, probably going for this. But there's listening outpost, so probably won't do that much. Scouts being dropped here. And I think Asylum actually has to retreat here. I think he kinda overcommitted here, lost a lot of units.
Northwest of your position.
Yeah, Stormboy has to go back. Also the flamer being utilized, so Asylum has to get back here. He did some economical damage. This point is... Yeah, he can't really use it, Jin can't really use it for now, so that's all good. Meanwhile, Stormboy's just being annoying.
Let's smash it on power generator.
Asylum is making a Deca hut here. That's also... It's useful for getting the truck, getting the Defcon looters, but it's also useful for reinforcements, since Asylum doesn't have the reinforce doctrine with the watt tower, so this is very handy. So as you know, this squads are health HP. I think he's being too greedy here. Ah, he's going back. He's really agrees with me. It's as if we're the same person. Ooh. Let's see what is Jin doing in the meantime. Not much, he's not building anything, just reinforcing. He of course is behind economical, so that might also be the reason. The reinforcement being added, the Defcon looter, always good for his infantry. He's slowly getting a listening outpost and a power generator up here.
Guys ready. Our power generator is getting hit.
Let's see. As we can see, Jin has no late game elite, but neither has Asylum, so it's not gonna be a heavy elite game in that perspective. It's not like if you wait too long you get Beauty or you get Paladin. It's not like that. It's gonna be a very long mid game if you look at it like that. Meanwhile, Asylum going for the power generator again. There are some scouts defending it, but that's not enough for all of this. So let's see. The kill team are coming to the rescue. Got a nice flamer up, doing a lot of damage there. However, this shield generator might be in trouble. Asylum is He's even sacrificing his Storm Boy and he does not get it. It was not worth it. He should have kept his Storm Boys alive there. Well played by Jin, he protected this very well. And Asylum, come on man. I heard such great things about you. You should play it out way better. Another WAP being used here, let's see what will he do with it. Meanwhile, Servitor scouting out potential dropout harassment. The truck being added for Asylum, that means knobs are coming soon. Because that's one of the things he likes to do, get his knobs inside the truck and drop it in his army and do a shitload of AoE damage. Well, Asylum is actually gonna send his whole army to defend against the Servitor. And the reason is because he's afraid for a dropout. Can he? Yeah, he's gonna he's gonna repair this. He doesn't want to let that be destroyed by a Servitor. That would be a bit too much. Meanwhile, some snipers doing some damage on the WA tower. Servitors cleaned up by now. Asylum doesn't appear to be doing a lot against it. Maybe he doesn't really care about that one. I don't know.
We see the second phase of the war.
It's going down. Now Jin is overcommitting a bit on it. He's like, now I can get the power generator, and I think that's the point that Asylum should be like, no, we're not gonna get 2 power generators out of him. That's just not gonna happen. Ah, actually, he got one. It was gonna happen, but he immediately rebuilt it. And there comes the kamikaze, and there comes the knobs, and this should be GG scouts, snipers, and they can put an ace for that sniper was it. Meanwhile, Asylum's gone for the power generator again, and he should be able to get it now to shield him. Kill team being dropped very aggressively. But the shield generator is down. Kill team might actually go down. Meanwhile, Westmarka being added to the field. Some damage. The kill team just died. He did, however, manage to kill the truck with a dropout, so that's something for him. The short blue squad's gonna do some damage, but their death loot is here, not gonna do a ton of damage. However, he's gonna be able to do some damage here, so Asylum is gonna be in time there. Meanwhile, some double harassment even. And I think Asylum could have defended a lot of this by just getting condition out of here. This actually gets defended quite easily. He didn't destroy anything. But this one here is... there's no one here to defend against this. So this should do some damage. Meanwhile, Asylum is getting killer cans. And Jin is still kind of on the back foot. He's just got his economy back a bit with listening outposts. It appears to be destroyed again. Westmarka using his Q on Gabriel, it's quite nice. But a nice Q from Gabriel actually, and it delayed the Q. And he might actually get away just safely because of that. Also, the economy of Asylum is getting wrecked a bit. So he's making a bit of a comeback. He has a nice place over here. However, he's gonna lose the economic mates over here. And that's gonna hurt him. However, he is starting the last cannon spam, so that's something.
Shout through the metal, boss!
Another WA being utilized over here. Boys chasing the Marines away. everybody. And that's all of that. I would be so scared if I was this guy that close to all the enemy.
Starting upgrade. Longer war upgrade is
Meanwhile, the boys cleaning this up, so Asylum can start getting economic advantage again. However, there are some snipers, less cannons, and Gabriel coming, so that's actually quite a scary force. Gabriel might be in trouble though. Ah, nice use of the shield. Ah, the kamikaze, unfortunately for Asylum, didn't hurt anything.
building a cannon.
He did, however, hurt the economy of Jin again.
Nicked a resource point. Hey.
Doctrine Chapel was sneakily being built here by Jin. It appears Asylum didn't check that out yet. Maybe he will in a minute.
New killer card is built, done upgrading vehicle health.
Meanwhile, the vehicle upgrades are going down for Asylum.
A doctrine
Asylum
chapter.
is not Chapel.
Heavy bolter team
Let's see.
deployed.
No upgrades yet for Jin whatsoever, it seems. He's just really on the back door there. He's gonna lose heavy bolter squad over there. Nothing he can do. Asylum stupidly losing Shooter Boy squad. He's not paying attention to it, they're just okay and dying.
Small fire.
Meanwhile, the listening outpost being built. And there comes the drop, the kill team drop. I think he really wanted to delay my upgrades there. But he didn't destroy it and he just died. So that wasn't really worth it. The Watt Tower getting destroyed by Gabriel though. There's Mecha coming to save the day there for a time. Get over here, man. Oh, Gabriel doing a shit lot of damage, especially with the last cannons and the snipes up there. Asylum is actually losing a lot there. Gabriel will die eventually. Oh, there comes the Dreadnought, and he dropped him right on top of the killer cans. So well played there by Jin. That hurted a lot. That Camus is going down. There's Mecha's Q being used for the slow and the damage. Works quite well for heroes and tanks. So I think that hero choice was actually worth it. As you can see, the Dreadnought is gonna be destroyed because of that quite easily. Still, there doesn't appear to be a lot Asylum can do against this at this point. He's just gonna have to be defensive one for the first time in the game. But he also doesn't want to give away a free shield generator, so... so that's funny. Eventually Jin has to back off and he realized that. Some tank busters with upgrades for scripts. At least he's gonna get them with scrap, probably. He doesn't have the scrap yet.
You just say the word. Upgrade is done. We should find these tank busters a tank to bust.
Let's see, what is he doing? He's getting the arsenal, so he finally can get some upgrades. He's even getting 2 arsenals.
Northwards.
He's compensating for the fact that he didn't have one for so long. I'm just gonna get 2 now! Haha!
Completed an upgrade.
Meanwhile, Asylum being annoying with Squicks over here. 4 cuts on the field now.
Killed them at the main.
Kill again, using that long rocket over there. And this should go down. I don't think Jin is gonna be able to save this. And he isn't. The second shield generator went down now. The barracks going down soon as well. Oh, there it is. Meanwhile, there's gonna be some backdooring because these Space Marine have the kill team being dropped right on top of the shield generator. I'm not sure. No. Asylum actually responds with a quick storm, boys. And they should be able, especially with the Asylum's coming left, to clean this up. So this is the second time Jin loses his kill team when it really wasn't necessary to do so. While being utilized over here, I think that's a lot of power to use on this. I think Asylum just didn't want any red on his side of the map in case of backdooring. So I can understand it a bit, but just set the Storm Boys in melee mode and destroy it next time instead of wasting all your rockets. Because that could be used for other things like the turret. Jin is probably getting some charge over this. I think it worked like that.
New Tank Masters is here!
Some fighting going on over here. Mr. Gabriel again. Good shield, done a lot of damage to myself with reflection. Just bounces back. As Mecha uses his Q. He's not pulling him back though, probably was too late to kill that. Asylum is really going for it, getting rocks even, getting in with Gorgats, which you always shoot, he's tanky. Doesn't want to get hit by this, so just wait till it's start. But then he gets stumped by something anyway. So, not really that much worth it. Going for the turret, as you can see over here. 60 should be destroyed as well here. That rock didn't basically have done any damage there. I think it's because Gabriel used its shield there, or it's disabled it. So that's very well played by Jin, but on the other side, the gold got destroyed anyway, so it didn't really matter that much, but it looks cool to have played like that in the game. Asylum being annoying with Mecha here, doing some damage on the barracks. Meanwhile, big truck are being added to the mix.
Doctrine Chapel at the ready.
Jin meanwhile being very passive because he has to, he has no choice. He's so far behind at this point. Some squicks being removed. Always fun. Who doesn't love these little fellas? Look at that. GG Rex. Asylum tried to go for the power core from this angle, but there was scrap here, so it got blocked. Also, I'm not sure if there's a visible wall over here, so if it would have hit other way. Asylum making some depth threats as well. I think he's just trying to pretend he isn't killer cam spammer, but we all know better. Nice drop, Dreadnought being dropped right on top of the triple. This is gonna be destroyed without doing anything in this game. Just a waste. The Dreadnought will go down as well. The kill team being dropped off here. Meanwhile, Gabriel and some less can do some damage. Seems like Jin is using his recon. Should die over here. Meanwhile, Asylum is going in for potential to kill. This is really hard to kill actually with all the last cannon, so much damage. Also death threats, you don't really do that much, especially for last cannons. Look at that, they just melt. There comes another Dreadnought drop as well. And Asylum is just gonna have to back up for this. He does some damage to the last cannon. Not enough, I'm afraid. Another war being utilized. Look at this game from what I see. Asylum's superior armor is getting smaller and smaller. Jin being on the back foot has a very strong late game because he's Space Marine. And his army isn't decreasing. The Orc's army is getting smaller like every minute, but Jin's army stays basically the same. Or even is getting slowly. He has some losses, like for you the Dreadnought is actually quite huge, but still, Stormboy's doing some job here. I don't know, it just doesn't look as good for Asylum as it looked earlier this game. A nice place though with the core guards. The Stormboys sadly die. And being kept on the high side, I think the death threats were just a waste. We shouldn't have made those. If those were either a big trucker or more killer cans, they would have done way more. And that's a shame, because big truckers are so much fun to use, but they're just not efficient. They die too quickly. And are way too expensive. They just drop Dreadnoughts on top of them and it's easy, so not worth it. Meanwhile, Corcots going for a potential kill on the Terminator. Getting the stun on them. Killer cans going in as well. The rocket being hit. Oh! Really? Did that not? Oh! He teleported away just that's well played. A bit lucky, also well played. Pick a poke. Meanwhile, Corcots need to be careful or he will die as well. And he dies.
Got something for me to kill?
Killer can sounds good for a fight.
Now Jin is building some more Dreadnoughts, which he hopes to drop on top of the Orc's army, of course.
Upgrading strength of our machines and wagons.
Meanwhile, Jin is going for a push because he knows he has to. He can't hold on for hours with it, even though he's Space Marine. He needs to poke a bit back, do some damage back. Maybe get a shield gen. Maybe get a turret, just do anything. He won't hold on if he doesn't, and he knows that, so he's gonna go for it. Yes. And he's actually using his super ability, forcing Asylum to just retreat. And it looks like Asylum is just gonna go back, because there's not a lot he can do. If he fights here, he will get wrecked by the super weapon here. So he's gonna do the thing what he thinks is best, and that's just backdooring the hell out of this. He's using his rockets on this, but I think it would have been better if he just went for it and just gotten the power core shelter off, or just anything. Because now he doesn't have a lot of rockets, and there's the Dreadnought drop, and that's a nice placement. The killer cans need to be careful. Oh, that hurts a lot. Dude, this is painful to watch if you like orcs. It's so hard to get through. Trying so hard, but he's not getting through it for now. Meanwhile, this trap doing a lot of damage, but he's just dead, right?
A listening post is taking hers.
You got any killer cans here?
Killer can sounds good for a fight.
This kill team should die,
We see the last phase of this
especially if
war.
that happens. Yeah, he should. He's dead. The last cannon squad died as well. Well, at this point, Asylum does not have the army advantage he did earlier. Also, I would like him to spend his money more, his requisition, just get some boys or meat shields or whatever, but at least spend your money, you really need troops. He's trying to get the listening outpost over here. Meanwhile, Jin is just going for it over here. Meaning Asylum is gonna have to retreat and try to defend this. Got some nice rockets out. Doesn't really do the damage he needs at this point. Meanwhile, Gabriel again being very strong. Even though Mecha is very good against him, especially with his Q. Yeah, he should potentially kill this, but in the meantime he's gonna lose everything over here. His shield generator, human is gone. Gabriel died at least. But the shield generator is gonna be destroyed. And he actually has the army to push through for the turret. So I think he's gonna go for that as well. Meanwhile, Terminator is being added here, some damage. Doesn't look too good for us Mecha, but we're gonna focus on the turret for now.
You need more cunning touch, don't you?
Cortex getting back. It's really needed. Also, the rocks are being utilized. He could actually do a lot of damage if he takes it as well. Oh, and he does. Look at this. Look at them go. Oh, that hurts him a lot. However, the Dreadnought is still able to destroy the turret, so there's still a lot of money for him. Oh, this Mecha is being AFK there, he's gonna die. Yeah, he realized it now, but it's too late, so he's just gonna try to do some less damage on it before he dies. At this point, Jin is actually just double chapel spamming mass cannons, which are imba as fuck, but to be fair, so are killer cannons anyway. Whatever. But killer cannons are getting nerfed. And Asylum needs to use his money. Look at this, almost 2k. Spend your money.
We got more requisition than we even need.
boys are back in time.
Northwest of your position.
And the Terminators are gonna teleport and they're gonna be safe.
What soldiers are no more.
Meanwhile, Dreadnought being annoying here. There are some killer cans here, but we're outboard. Also, the last cannons are rebuilt here. And there goes the vehicle building, so normal killer cans spam for a bit.
Power generator juiced up. New gritting mob is here. Small fight with the enemy. Up north of your position. Hey, Gretchins, watch yourselves. Buzz, Gretchins are ready. Let's get going.
And it's at this point it's starting to look very grim for Asylum, although we had the early and mid game dominating so heavily. If you don't finish your opponent off quickly enough, especially with a Space Marine, you're gonna have a hard time, especially with the last cannons. They're so hard to kill.
What is that?
Broco's doing his best, but yeah. Only that much he can do. He's quickly getting a duck out. He got a new max shot, and he can start to spam his units again, but look at his money. Yeah. What can he do at this time? His army is quite hard to see.
No! A requisition generator is getting hit! Rounding up tank bastards!
Infantry damage upgrade secured. Servitor deployed. Las cannon Devis infantry weaponry upgrade in progress.
He basically made a building shield here in case of backdooring, I think. Meanwhile, the Dreadnought doing a lot of damage to kill cans. I think Vin is basically picking up a demonstration. Space Marine actually can kill cans. It's not easy. It can be done, it's not impossible. Also, I still think less cannons are just as bad as killer cannons, but I'm not objective about it. I play orcs. Still very well played. Two weapons being utilized as well.
Are in position. Orbital drop underway.
Storm boys are just YOLO thinking, oh, I'm just gonna go
Snipers
go
en
in,
route.
but see
Vehicle
how he's
weaponry
gonna
upgrade
respond to that.
secure. Enemy elites. Belay that. Calling off reinforcements. Cancelling deployment.
But yeah. It's looking very grim.
Weak enemy force. Scout
He's using his
Marines deployed.
shelter, power shelter
Only from the front can I turn the tide.
This is over. There's no left
We've
to do.
scouted
The
enemy
Storm boys
armed
are
elite
gonna try to do
warriors.
some damage.
Under your command.
It's not gonna be enough.
Heavy bolter team
But still,
deployed.
this is probably one of the best Space Marine versus Orc games in this current patch, to be honest.
Endure the current attack.
It looked like Asylum was gonna win basically all of this game except the last 5 minutes. In that 5 minutes, Asylum got totally wrecked. So. Well played by Jin, and thanks for watching, guys. I hope that you liked it. And yeah, let's hope the community is gonna grow a bit with the coming patch.